Station, this is Houston. Are you ready for the event?
Houston, this is the International Space Station. We are ready.
Maddie Glab, this is Mission Control Houston. Please call station for a voice check.
What the hell? He's in space right now. He looks like he's floating.
Station, this is Maddie Glab with the Buffalo Bills. How do you hear me?
Holy.
Hey, Maddie, this is Mike Fink aboard the International Space Station. Welcome aboard.
Hey, Colonel Fink, we're so excited to do this.
Way. No way. No, he's definitely in space.
Yeah.
Oh, yo. I think it's super cool. Oh, man.
We're ready to go whenever you guys are.
Wow. Yo, there's no windows. Where's the windows?
Yeah, we're ready.
Cool.
Where's the windows?
Yeah, we don't have windows in here, but I'll be happy to talk all about it. Who do we have today? I hear Maddie.
Yep.
Dion Dawkins. I'm Dion Dawkins, the starting left tackle, probably the best left tackle in the world at this point.
In space.
And I'm the only left tackle to ever make it to space, probably through a microphone. So I'm the best in the world, just like you.
Well, welcome aboard, and really nice to meet you, and I admire your work.
Thank you.
I love it. We'll get started with a quick introduction. And Dion, they'll be on just a few second delay. So if the answers come in a few seconds late, just know we're communicating with space.
Yeah. Yo, is it crazy? Yeah. Okay. Is it crazy? Right?
I don't think so.
So either. Like, what if I go like, what do you want or something? No?
All right. In 3, 2, 1. Welcome into another episode of You Heard, where athletes, celebrities, and influencers tell us all about their NFL fandom. Today, we're so excited to be joined by Pittsburgh native Colonel Michael Fink from space. Yes, that's true. Colonel Fink is actually in space.
Sure.
I'm Maddie Glab with the Buffalo Bills. I'm joined by Bills left tackle Dion Dawkins, who is so pumped to be interviewing an astronaut right now. Colonel Fink, we'll start here. You grew up in Pittsburgh. How did you become a Steelers fan?
Well, I'm not. Hey, welcome aboard the International Space Station. We're flying above planet Earth at 17,500 miles an hour. And, yeah, we all had to grow up somewhere, and I was lucky to grow up in the hardworking town of Pittsburgh. And I grew up during the time where Pittsburgh was winning Super Bowls quite often in the 1970s. And I think everybody in Pittsburgh at that time, and maybe even still today, are solid Pittsburgh Steeler fans. I just remember all the classic games, and I still keep up with them today, even though I don't live in Pittsburgh anymore. I live in Houston, Texas, and aboard the International Space Station.
Aboard the International Space Station. What are your surroundings right now? Give us a little tour of where you're currently at.
Yeah, so first off, I have to apologize. It looks a little messy up here, but this is actually a real working operational space station. We are in the Columbus module at the moment. This Columbus module is built by our European partners from the European Space Agency. And you can see the wires there. They're just kind of there floating, and we got some cargo behind us. We just had a cargo ship come up, so it's like moving day up here. And then, of course, we have science equipment, like there's ultrasound machine right here. And so it's a busy place, and I'm glad to share it with you.
So basically, you're saying that you got an Amazon package delivered to your spacecraft? Yes.
Yes, indeed. We have two companies that are kind of like Federal Express. One is called SpaceX, and the other one is Northrop Grumman Orbital, and Northrop Grumman and SpaceX deliver cargo ships to us on a semi-regular basis. NASA, we give them our packages, and they deliver.
So I have a question, right? I want to hit it off with maybe this is left, but bro, the world is unique and they have their own conspiracies and they just want to think and say whatever they say, right? Can you please explain to the world, right? One, what state are you over right now if you had to look down on the planet? Two, tell the world that the world is not flat. Please, can you please explain this to the world? The world is not flat and you're actually in space and going to space is a real thing. Because these people are just out of their mind. Like, come on now. Look at the microphone.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the thing, right? I don't even need to be standing. I could just float here. Is that it's a free country and we can believe what we want, but the facts are the facts. And I've been in space for over 400 days of my life. And
Wow.
we go around planet Earth, the most beautiful planet in the solar system. We go around every 90 minutes. So I've seen it all. I've seen it
Wait,
all.
what?
And I'll say that the Earth is a big sphere, and we go around so fast we never fall down and hit it. And it is just a beautiful planet, and it's just beautiful to be in space. I just looked at the map. We are over in the Southern Ocean, kind of outside of Australia, and we're headed towards the West Coast. And by the time this interview concludes, we will actually be floating over the West Coast, over North America, and probably into Europe. We go around that fast.
So the world is not flat. Look at the flip. Look at the flip. He has got that master.
The world is totally not flat. It is
Thank
very
you.
round, and it's a
Oh my
sphere.
gosh.
And
I can't wait. I can't wait to talk my stuff. I'm tweeting as soon as I'm done with this stuff. I have got the inside answers to the test, baby.
Yes, Dion. Okay, now that we've settled this question, how does a Pittsburgh kid go from growing up in Pittsburgh to somebody with astronaut dreams to actually becoming an astronaut?
Right.
yeah, so it's the same formula or the same set of opportunities that a kid growing up in Buffalo has. Buffalo and Pittsburgh, they got their rivalries, they got their, but there's also a lot of similarities. Hardworking town, people that work for a living, and great education. So I was lucky in Pittsburgh to go to some good schools that prepared me. I wanted to be, since I was 3 years old, I wanted to be an astronaut. I learned how to read so I could read more about space. I went to an engineering school in Massachusetts. It was actually an institute of technology, if you know what I mean. And I learned all about rockets and airplanes. The Air Force helped pay for it. I have 8 brothers and sisters, so there was no way we were going to be able to afford something like that. But the Air Force gave me a nice scholarship, and it was great to be in space. Or excuse me, it was great to go study. And then I worked in the Air Force. They gave me all kinds of opportunities, and I applied to NASA, and I got in. And that I was 29 years old, and I'm now double that age, and I've been an astronaut for half of my life. And I'm a very lucky person. I'm grateful every day, and I want more people, especially from New York and Buffalo, to come up here in space. We need some good
Man,
wings
listen,
up here.
I would love to go. Can you take me to space? I want to go. I want to float around and do flips without. Look, if I could be in space and I'm about 340 pounds, if I could do a weightless flip, I would be the skinniest, biggest dude in the world. You know what I'm saying? I want to hit a flip. I want to look over the sea and say, yo, I'm in Europe and I'll be in the West Coast in about 20 seconds. It's crazy. Oh, there he goes. Flippy.
Oh, it is
flip.
totally crazy, and it's so
Wow.
awesome up here. But I'll say that we are working hard at NASA so that more and more people can fly in space. We have a commercial crew program that's helped develop these new rockets and new spacecraft like the Dragon from SpaceX. And now there are people who aren't NASA astronauts that are flying in space. And we got more and more people getting a chance to fly in space. There's other companies out there that are sending private astronauts. And if I've done my job well, in the next 10 years, we're going to have like 10,000 people have been in space, and maybe it could be you. I'm
Man, I'm
excited.
telling you, I would love to catch a pass in space.
Josh Allen.
I want to catch a pass. He is my Josh Allen in space. I have to protect you just like you have to protect me. Yo, I have another serious question, right? So like when you're in there, right? Like my stomach is weak right? So like if I eat something like dairy or maybe some cheese every once in a while, my stomach will go crazy. So like if like do you ever have like stomach aches in there where you're like, oh, I got to sit in the bathroom for like 20 minutes? Like, is that like a thing? And if it is, do you worry about like it flying all around like that? Like, seriously, like how does that work?
Asking the real question.
I want to know the truth. Look,
All right. The truth is actually pretty amazing, right? When we get into space and are weightless, we all feel something. We call it space adaptation syndrome, but basically it's a little bit of space sickness. And everybody's different. Some people are using the bag, then they use another
ooh,
bag. Some people just feel really bad for a little bit, but we all adapt. And it's really funny. After a day or two, we're flying around like Superman, and we love it.
right. And that's crazy. So I think that you hit it. So you travel around the whole planet in 90 minutes, correct? It takes you 90 minutes from wherever you say, all right, I want to get right back to the spot. It'll get me there in 90 minutes.
That's exactly it. Except
Wow.
here's the kicker. In that
Okay.
90 minutes, the Earth rotated a little bit, so we don't go over the same spot, because the Earth moved a little bit. So one orbit we're over Buffalo, next orbit we'll be over Michigan, next orbit we'll be over like Utah at that same spot. But it happens. It's very regular, very predictable, and it's very mathematical. But it's amazing because that way we can see the whole planet.
Wow, man.
Colonel Fink, this is your fourth expedition to space, I believe. What's the most unique part about being in space that your average person would have no idea about?
Well, I'll say one thing that's what's really cool. This is my fourth mission. I'm very lucky. For over 400 days in space, and I'll say that yes, of course, we love flying around and doing flips, and it's just really amazing. But I think what most people they kind of imagine, and we try to share it, but it is just so breathtaking to look out the window and see beautiful planet Earth. And there's just no words. I know a couple languages. There's just no words that can describe it in any language. In fact, the first time I saw Earth from space, and I'm a kind of serious, steely-eyed, test kind of guy with the Air Force and all airplane stuff, and I couldn't breathe for 30 seconds because I was breathless. I mean, literally, it took my breath away. That's exactly what that meant. And it was just so wonderful. And so we really hope that more people can see our beautiful planet from space. Maybe we'll stop fighting down below, except for, good rivalries in football, like that game coming up between the Steelers and the Bills. Yeah. And but we shouldn't be fighting down on the earth when we could be up here in space exploring the universe.
I agree. Hey, Colonel, but you can show us what, like, y'all, like, cut us a window right in the back by the wires. Cut us a window right in the back. So the next time we're on a call, we can look out the window, like almost like looking at trophies on a mantle in somebody's house, like Michael Jordan. We want to look in the back and like see, oh my gosh, that is Africa right there. Kind of looks just like Africa.
Dean's gonna start doing weekly
Right.
FaceTimes.
Weekly
The space
FaceTimes with
station.
Colonel. Hey, and Colonel too. Because I'm very excited. Like, obviously, this is freaking insane. Can you talk about how good Starlink is? Is Starlink just as good up there as it is like down here?
Well, Starlink is a system with their satellites that I think are a little bit above us. So
Wow.
we actually don't use Starlink up here aboard the space station yet.
Okay.
Some of the newer spacecraft that SpaceX is building use Starlink. We actually use a tracking data relay satellite that's way up. It's 22,000 miles up. We're like only like 300 miles up or 250 miles up. They're 22,000 miles up. In fact, that's how you're hearing me now. Is that we're sending some digital data up to the satellite, then it sends it back down to Earth at White Sands, New Mexico, and then across fiber optics straight to your ears. So yeah, so I'm sure Starlink is great down on planet Earth, but up here we have TDRS.
All right. I have a fear question. Okay. I have a fear question. So, like, if you're up there and you know how it takes you 90 days to go around, are you going around at the same, let's say, distance from Earth to the ship, Or do some days you wake up and you're like, holy smokes, we floated a little bit too far away from planet Earth. We need to get back closer. Is that like a thing? Because I'll be nervous.
Oh, it
I'll like,
definitely can be a thing. Because but we don't have our engines running all the time. We have these big rocket thrusters at the ends of the space station, and they can make us go faster and slower. So if we go faster, we can go higher, and if we and then if we turn ourselves around and decide to go slower, we get lower to the planet. So usually we stay in a big circle, but if we decide to now and then to go a little bit farther away because we're getting a little too close to Earth in the atmosphere, that we do a reboost, and these reboosts get us a little bit higher, but we still try to stay pretty much in a circle. But yeah, we can't go as far as the moon. We don't have enough gas to do that, and we're a really, really huge space station. We got 7 people living up here. It's bigger than like 2 or 3 jumbo jets. It's amazing.
wow, that is insane. Also, another off the wall question from Snow. What do you do for entertainment? What are you doing up there besides working?
And
Me, go ahead.
how do you watch NFL games from up there?
Exactly. I was going to ask, how do you watch movies? If I was up there and, I'm a car fan and I like vehicles. If the new Fast and Furious was coming out and you're like, holy smokes, I'll be up here for another 3 weeks and it comes out 3 weeks earlier. Can they get that up there to you where you can watch the Fast and Furious and the guys drift around and watch Han and Vin Diesel and Tyrese like do their thing? Because I would like be up here like, please, I need to be able to watch this movie. You got me working. I want to watch a movie or watch a football game.
Yeah, so entertainment, right? For example, me and my crewmates, we're going to be up here for like 8 months, and
See?
so we knew that ahead of time. And I said, "Whoa, I'm going to be missing some football." So that's entertainment for me. I really enjoy watching NFL football. Of course, I got my own home team, but you know what? Yes, my home team, Pittsburgh Steelers, right here,
The
born and
guy.
bred, right? But I tell you what, I'm always cheering for the Bills until like this game coming up on November 30th with the Bills and the Steelers. Then I got to root for my hometown.
That's
But
okay.
in the meantime, you guys got Josh Allen, one of the most exciting quarterbacks, and I hear the left tackle's pretty awesome. So we got this thing going. Whoop. We got but we also get movies. They give us like video on demand. We've been working on getting some pretty decent internet so we can like dial into Netflix or Amazon Prime or one of those streaming services. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good considering we're very far from home.
Okay, we got to finish off with some football questions since you just revealed the Steelers t-shirt under your suit. The Steelers had a big offseason. They signed Aaron Rodgers, DK Metcalf, Jonnu Smith, Jalen Ramsey. What are your predictions for the season?
He's got something to show us. He has something to show us.
Woo.
Colonel's cool, man.
So So I'll just say this is that so we got definitely talent on the Bills side. My hometown, I keep in touch with them. With the Aaron Rodgers and DJ Metcalf, and Watt, TJ man, and all these guys. It's like a new chapter for the Steelers this season, and we got some experienced guys, and then we have some new guys, and it's really neat because the Steelers, and I'm sure the Bills are the same way. You try to put together a crew, a team like we do here in space, right? I'm one of the experienced guys, I'm one of the old guys, and yet we have some new rookies on our mission here, and we're all working together for the same thing, and we're able to pass on knowledge. And the rookies bring this enthusiasm and their own skills, and together we're working together as a team. So with Jalen and Jonnu, and we got a team that's hungry this year on the Steelers, and it's just we're gonna see how it all plays out. And again, November 30th, we're gonna see the Steelers and the Bills, and the Bills got some great talent this year too. And man, what a season last year for the Bills, right? So close, so close.
So close. It's going to be a great game. We're looking forward to it. Colonel Fink, we want to thank you for the time.
Yeah.
We love that we feel like we just were in space for 20
sure.
minutes with you. Thank you for sharing that experience with us. I don't think we ever thought that we'd be getting to interview an astronaut, but here we are checking it off the bucket list today.
Yes, sir. Yeah, go ahead, put that flag up, wave that terrible towel, and next time, Colonel,
Yeah.
cut that out in the back so we can see, man. I want to see Earth from up there. Look at that. That is
Wow.
insane.
Look at that floating.
It looks wow. That terrible
All
towel,
right.
man.
Yeah. So, so I salute the Bills Mafia. It's going to be a great season for the Bills. But I also got to represent my hometown too. So for this game coming up between the Bills and the Steelers, you know who I'm rooting for.
Terrible towel. Swing that towel, man. Enjoy space, Colonel.
Thank you. We'll see you when you touch back down.
I love coming up to Buffalo a lot. I think I have my picture on the walls at Duff's. Maybe you've heard of it. And we're hot as hot, right? So I'm looking forward to coming back up and visiting, see some friends and family, and it's a great town, and it's going to be a great season.
Station, this is Houston ACR. That concludes the event.
Thank you to all participants. Station, we're now resuming operational audio communications.